On this episode of Closer Look, we're going to delve into the episode wedged between two episodes with much more interesting villains that introduces some minor characters who only appear one other time in this series in another forgettable episode. Okay. Sorry, The Sunriders isn't a bad episode. In fact, it has some pretty cool stuff in it. It's just meh compared to everything surrounding it. I can't bring myself to care more than Comic Sans title card level. Let's just do this so we can talk about Mandarin next time. So Skeleton King, tired of failing for the last 4 episodes, has decided to recruit some totally not obvious at all villains.
My monster army is unmatched in this universe.
Really? Because your monster army seems to get beat up quite a bit. Whoa, hold up! Did he just say this universe? Why haven't we talked about this? I mean, we know about pocket dimensions and the dimension the Dark Ones are in, but are there entirely unique independent universes out there? Does that mean everyone's high school AU is canon? Is there a gender-bent universe? Is there an alternate universe where the monkeys never existed and Skeleton King is instead an immature idiot thwarted by a hairy spoon? Okay, maybe this episode isn't entirely useless. We even get sleeping monkeys, including Gibson holding something that looks suspiciously like the mutagen from the new TMNT series that Ciro Neely is in charge of. Chiro is awake absurdly early, pretending to get beat up by the heroes of his favorite TV show for some reason, and does what any true nerd does when their friends and family ask them what they're up to.
They're the reason I wanted to be a superhero.
Well, looks like nobody's Chiro was a reluctant hero pre-series fixer canon now. Or are they? Gather around, everyone! It's time for me to explain why you should watch every single episode of this anime-esque action show! Don't lie, we've all done this to someone.
Black hole energy is extremely unstable. Bringing its gloves together like that could destroy the—
Shut up, Gibson. Complaining about problems in cartoons is my job. Conveniently, the Sunriders show up in town right as Chiro finishes giving exposition about them. He geeks out, but thankfully he does not ask them to read his fanfiction.
You're like solar powered. Why is Skeleton King chasing you? I thought you guys were only real on TV. You are real.
Of course, Chiro. See, after the show ended, we wanted something more.
Like a 5th season! What, too soon? Chiro invites the Sunriders to work with the monkey team, and a montage of reasons the Sunriders are complete jerks ensues.
And the talking monkeys are a nice gimmick.
How could this happen to me?
What happens next is a complete surprise that totally shocked the entire audience. Seriously, I was floored.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Seriously, what a bunch of jerks. The fight sequence is really cool, though.
How about turning off the lights, just to make things more interesting?
Unfortunately, the tables turn and the team is forced to retreat and— Wait a minute, look at Sparks! Look at it! Anyways, the team retreats and the Sunriders have a conversation with Skeleton King. A very dumb conversation.
Maybe we don't need to be taking orders from you anymore.
Okay, I get that this is supposed to make us feel sorry for the Sunriders, but they were still jerks, in ways that Skeleton King wasn't forcing them to be. Even if they weren't being forced to attack Chiro, they were still acting so lofty and rude in general. Are we supposed to ignore all that just because of this scene? No. And another thing, the monkey team is acting like they're teaching Chiro some big lesson about the difference between reality and fiction by going to the studio, but Chiro seemed like he already knew that. He said himself he thought the Sunriders were only TV characters until he saw them fighting Formless face to face. He never attempted to kid himself about their realism at all, so why is everybody acting like he was? If Chiro is guilty of anything, it's just not understanding how special effects work.
You look bigger on TV. That's it! I give up!
If this was some TV show, we could give up. But this is the real world, kid.
Actually, where's studio security during all of this? Did they just leave all this stuff here? They could eBay this stuff off and make some money from the fans, you know. The team fixes the Nebutron up the best they can and, I don't know, draws straws or something to decide who's stuck pedaling the darn thing.
Nebutron 7 crew, activate! Solar motion accelerator, go!
Now they've gone too far!
See? Unnecessary levels of jerkdom. This is exactly what I was talking about.
Comet bomber deployed.
Could this happen to me?
You know, watching this again, the fight scenes are really good. Maybe I've just been being too mean to say. Is that my OTP? Oh yeah, this episode was really the first time they ship-teased Sparks and Nova, isn't it?
I thought you liked me.
I do. She doesn't.
I don't need fancy moves or loser teammates to beat you.
Okay, seriously!
You're the jerk of the week. You're a jerk and it's your week. You really outdid yourself like a crazy super jerk. You're probably a big jerk every week, but this week, you're the jerk of the week.
And the name's Chiro! You were right, Gibson. Clapping his gloves together was bad news.
Of course.
And the lesson of this episode was, do not mess with Gibson. Seriously. He kind of carried this entire episode, actually. Not only did he save the day with science, but he comforted Chiro in the end. Good job, Gibson.
Yeah, I guess. TV heroes are okay, but nothing compared to my friends.
Well, that wraps up Close to Look 5. See you guys for the next episode coming soon. God bless.